Okay guys, good morning. Just having my cup of coffee. And as we're going to be podcasting tomorrow, I just thought I'd give you a quick rundown how to do a quick setup, a basic setup with OBS, Open Broadcast Studio, for podcasting. This is the setup I'm going to be using tomorrow. This is the setup that I use for streaming to Twitch when I'm playing Lord of the Rings online. So let's take a look. First of all, we're going to open up OBS. Now, I have already gone through the whole setup wizard on this. I even have a couple of scenes set up, gaming, beer good entertainment. But we're going to be on a blank scene right now because it's to give you a look at how to do a basic setup for your own podcast, Scannerdrome. So these two here are pretty self-explanatory. This is your microphone. You can go into your settings, you go into properties, and from this drop-down menu, you select whatever your microphone is, whatever the microphone you're using is. Okay, that's pretty simple. Your desktop audio, that's the audio that's going to be recorded. For example, if you're on a call on Discord, which I think we're going to be using, you'll go in here, you go to the properties, and you'll choose your sound card. Whatever sound card you're using, whatever headset you're using, wherever you are hearing the sound from, that's what you want to select in here. So if you've got a headset on, you select your headset. Like at the moment I'm in the Corsair Void Pro. And when you're in a call, you should see everybody else's voice registering here. Now we go into settings. You start streaming by clicking start stream, but we'll leave that for a second. You go into settings. General settings, I left it the same. I have it on a dark theme because I like the whole dark theme stuff going on at the moment. Stream, now this is important. You have various different services. Your Facebook Live, actually that's a new one. Twitter Periscope, YouTube Gaming, Twitch. So I have it on Twitch at the moment. Server settings, auto recommended, that's what I left it on. And this is your stream key. Now you get your stream key from your Twitch account or YouTube if you've selected YouTube. I presume you're not going to be using Twitter or Facebook Live. So once you've that done, paste your key in there, and it's OBS knows where to send the stream to. Output. I'm in simple mode here at the moment. My video bitrate for streaming is 4350. Encoder software X264, audio bitrate 160. Recording doesn't really matter because you're not going to be recording unless you decide not to go live anymore. And we go to advanced. What we see is that it's on CBR, constant bitrate. Now Twitch likes, the internet in general likes constant bitrate, CBR. The other one is VBR. I'm not sure what these ones are. The other one is VBR, which is variable bitrate, and the internet for streaming doesn't like that. So you leave it on CBR. My bitrate is at 2500 at the moment. CPU usage is on very fast. This has been working great for me when it comes to streaming Lotro. I'm not getting any stuttering or anything like that, so that works. So we'll go back to simple mode. You might have to play around with it. Now the wizard will set all this up for you when you start up OBS, but that's just to give you, I tweaked it a little bit. Audio 44.1 kilohertz. That's what you want. Stereo. Again, this is just where your desktop audio, what you've selected on the desktop audio, the same thing. You can double check it in here if you want. Now video. This is the important thing. Your base canvas resolution. And this is what I use when I'm streaming games at the moment. I'm thinking about experimenting with upping it to 1080. Now my base resolution is what my monitor is, and my monitor is 1080p, so it's at 1080p. Common frames per second is 60. That's the refresh rate of my monitor. It's 60 Hertz, so my FPS is set to 60. And I'm downscaling the stream so that it's a lot lower in size and a lot less on the bandwidth, because we've Comcast, but up is, I think it's 11. Down we've like 150, or 250 or something, but up it's only 11. So that's why I downed it a bit, because I was getting a little bit of jerkiness in Latro. Now, for podcasting, you're probably not going to experience that. If you've got a powerful enough machine, you can just simply change it to 1080p here. You click apply. I'll go back for now. Hotkeys advanced. We don't need anything in there, so we click OK. Now we're back to here, and we're back to our scene. So we're going to be using Discord. So you obviously need to have Discord installed, and I already have a video call going in the background with Linda. So you get your scene. You can rename these scenes. So rename the scene Scannerdrome, or just make a new scene. We'll call it Scannerdrome. And over here under sources, this is where we get our Discord. So you click plus, and we want to capture a window. So we're going to capture an X composite window here. So I think this is it. Right, so that's on my Facebook page right now. So we want to select Discord, so we can see sources 0 Discord there, and there we go. Now you can see the whole of Discord there, and we don't want that. So what we do now is we go into Discord and we put it to full screen. And there we go. Now we click OK. Now also down under here you can turn off. I would normally suggest turning off capture cursor. Okay, because you don't want the cursor going around annoying people when you're broadcasting. So make sure to untick that. For the sake of this demonstration, you need to see where I'm clicking buttons, so I'll leave it on. And there you go. Now Discord works the same as Hangouts when there's numerous people in there, and we're going to be testing this tomorrow. It should, just like Hangouts, jump between whoever's speaking. You can also white box and do all that kind of stuff. So if I go back to Discord here for a second, I should be able to white box myself, and there we go. And then we can go back. So it works, yeah. To Linda, no problem. That works. And once this is done, you'll all be in here. This is your basic setup. You should be hearing people speaking. Down here you'll see it registering in desktop audio. You just click, once your key is in, you just click start stream, and you're streaming. Give it about 2 to 3 seconds. You're going to be live on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, and you can start talking. Give it about 10 seconds. And that's basically it. That's a basic setup. That's really all you need as a replacement for Hangouts. It's not a big deal, you know. And you can play around. I mean, you can go in and play around with all these settings in here. You know, if you're finding a little bit stuttery or whatever, just you can adjust the video bit rate, the audio bit rate. You know, it's not a big deal. Like, I mean, you can always, if you find it very stuttery, like, drop from 1080 down to 720, like scale it down. Make sure that it's on 60. I mean, you all have modern laptops and stuff. Your monitors are going to be 60 Hertz. So, because I mean they've been around for forever. So, okay. So, and that's all you do. You just click start streaming or start recording in the case of recording, and you should capture everything. Now, we can do a little bit. We can get into things that are a little bit more complex to do, and I'll just give you a brief look at the setup for Beery for when we stream out to Twitch. And as you can see over down here, I've got my scenes on the bottom left corner. I've Latro Gaming, which is basically just my desktop. That's all it is. And I think, Jason, if I show you there, yeah, you see, this is what happens. This isn't broken or anything like that, just in case you think it is. It's just that I have it set to capture my desktop. Now, obviously, I've OBS open on the desktop, so I'm getting this kind of weird, endless tunnel thing going on. So we will go to, there's your blank scene. There's our Scannerdrome scene that we set up, and this is the Very Good Entertainment one. You could do something like this, which I think would be nice for what do we call it? For Scannerdrome. Okay, so we have the X composite window there, and that's that one. So we need to change the source to fix that. So we want to change that to Sorcerer Zero Discord, just to show you an example. And we are going to adjust the screen size here so that it fits. And there we go. So you can adjust everything. And if you want to see what the scene looks like when it's broadcast, you can click Studio Mode down here. And it splits the screen, and this is your setup side, and this is what people on the internet will actually see. So that's handy. This is just a simple JPEG that I made, just our logo up on top. I just think it looks nice when we're broadcasting. You can adjust this to any size you want. Now, the reason for me leaving this space over here on the side, the big black space, is that that's where the Twitch chat will go. And I can show you that in another video. That's a bit more complex to set up because you gotta put a plugin into Chrome and change Twitch to a dark mode and do a little bit of messing about to get it up there. But it's not a big deal. Now, another thing you can do is you can set up the way Bayer used to do Scannerdrome, where he would bring up web pages and stuff. That's where your sources come in handy, because before you start your show, you can have an X composite window, and I think this is one which shows you can set it up with your browser to show your browser window. So if I add in another X composite here, and we want Mozilla, that's perfect. Now, is that one? Yeah. So these little I that's next to it, one, the order in which these are layers, if you think of layers on top of each other. So the top one is obviously going to be the top layer. And you can move them by these up and down arrows, up and down. So if I start moving that one down, you can see it going into the background there. And we bring it back up on top. Now you can hide this. You can have this with your browser, which say you're talking about, I don't know, some zombie movie or something like that, and you want the movie's page up in your browser. Well, this is how you do it. You have your browser open here, and before you start your broadcast, you'll click the little eye icon, which hides it, so it's in the background ready to go, and you can be talking away doing your show. And then when you want to show the web page, you just click that eye and it just appears, and it'll appear in the broadcast. So I don't know why it's doing that now, but yeah, that's how you do it. I know these things may sound a bit confusing. They're not. That's why I didn't really want to get into the detailed stuff. This is all you need, this basic setup. You just need the window, Capture X Composite, and you need to select Discord from the drop-down menu. And turn off Capture Cursor. Now I hope I didn't make that too confusing. It's early in the morning here, so I'm still just having my coffee. And we can go over things again next time we're on chat. I like this setup for let me I like the setup for Beery Good, and hopefully I'm going to be testing it out tomorrow, so hopefully it works for us. I can actually delete this one out again. I don't want it messing up my scene. Okay, and I don't know, I mean, I kind of like having the logo up on top, you know, and I like having the chat room. We used to do that before and it worked very well, so we're going to try it again. So anyway, I hope this video helps. I will upload it and I'll keep it private and just share it with the Scannerdrome crew. I hope it gives you some idea of what to do. Any questions, just let me know.